Today on Sara's Weeknight Meals, we're taking a munchies tour of the globe, starting at the world capital of snacks for dinner, Spain, home of tapas and some very fancy ham.
How much does it cost?
Approximately 1,000
For how much?
for 1 kilo.
Wow, that's like $500 a pound.
My host, Jama Vidal, showed me two easy tapas, the famous small bites of Spain.
It's very, very simple.
First, a potato omelet you'll flip for.
Oh, wow.
And it doesn't get any simpler than this local favorite, tomato and bread.
That's it?
Back in my kitchen, we'll go to the Alsatian region of France for a caramelized onion pie. There's only 3 ingredients in this hors d'oeuvre. It is onion, bacon, and cheese. Then on Ask Sara, one of our viewers is drowning in spices.
It's bad.
Kathy, you are out of control. That's quite clear. We have to do a little intervention here. Did someone say spices? Snacking my way across the globe, I got a crash course in Turkish cheeses at Istanbul's famous spice Bazaar.
It's sheep's milk cheese preserved in goat skin.
Wow. Then, a Turkish TV chef used one of those cheeses in a dip to cheer for.
Yay!
Okay. Exhausted? Me too. And here's the perfect solution. Have a snack for dinner. Today, on Sara's Weeknight Meals. Tourists might come to Catalonia, Spain for Barcelona's mind-bending architecture or the drama of the Costa Brava. But if you're like me, you come for the food. 3 of the top 10 restaurants in the world are here. And even home cooks like Jama Vidal take pride in Catalonia's fine food and fresh ingredients.
What a beautiful garden. I'm so impressed. And what are we getting now?
Now the piece.
Jama lives in the fairy tale village of Madremanya, where we sat down for a very Spanish snack of wine and jamon.
So, you've got some of your own wine here. You make your own wine.
Yes.
Oh, well, you've got to tell me about it. So it's special, huh?
Yes, this is my wine. It's the vintage 2011. It's made with 60% Merlot, 40% Carignan.
Now, I've heard of Merlot, but Carignan is from here?
From here, from all Spain, made Carignan and Tempranillo.
Tempranillo.
It's a very, very old grapes.
Those are the 2 main grapes.
Yes.
Wow, but this area in particular is good for this kind of wine?
Yes, because the field needs these
The soil.
grapes. The soil needs these grapes. When you taste, you have a violet color, have a red color, very, very, very intense. And when you taste,
Oh, it smells wonderful.
you
Wow,
taste
that
red
is
fruit.
delicious. That is delicious. Yikes.
Thank you.
Okay, now the perfect thing to have it with, I understand, is ham.
Yeah, for this wine, these red wines, it's very important with the meat.
Okay.
And dry meat or cooked meat.
Here in Spain, cured meats reign supreme, and none is more important than jamon, the preserved ham proudly displayed in any bar or restaurant. We tasted the less salty Catalonian version,
That looks sort of like prosciutto.
Serrano ham from the mountains, and the king of them all.
And this is Iberic pork.
Oh, Iberico.
Yeah, this is Iberical. It's the pork of the black porks, live in the fields, and it's very, very expensive, this ham.
How much does it cost?
Approximately 1,000
For how much?
for 1 kilo.
Whoa, that's like $500 a pound. Yikes for us. And what makes it so special?
It's special because she lives free in the fields.
Oh, they run free, okay.
Yes, and she eat only
Oh, acorns. I remember
Acorns,
that. Yeah,
yes.
from oak trees. Well, I think this wine is going to be just perfect with our
It's perfect with that. Salute.
Yes.
Our next tapa is a Spanish classic, Tortilla Espanola, a potato omelet made with eggs from Jama's farm. Everybody in Spain loves tapas, and we're making one of the most popular today. It's called Tortilla Espanola. But I want to start with, what have you been doing with the onions?
So I put the onions with oil
Olive oil, of course.
Then I cook it just as brown it. But I add wine,
You add wine?
yes, and water. Different times I cook just is tender.
Oh, till it's very tender.
Yes, very, very tender. I think 5 minutes more.
Okay. Well, you're going to cut up the potatoes. Go
Yes.
ahead. And tell me, tell me about the tortilla espanola.
The tortilla española, every region has your system to...
Has their own version.
Yes.
So depending on where you are.
on, for example, I made the tortilla española with boiled potatoes.
Okay, and I should say tortilla espanola is actually sort of an omelet with a lot of potatoes in it. So it's eggs and potatoes and onions.
Yes.
Yes.
It's very, very simple. Now I have boiling water with salt.
So you've got boiling salted water.
Yes. Now cook it 5 minutes approximately. 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yes.
Okay.
It's cooked.
Okay. Should we make the other tapa, the tomato bread, while we're waiting?
It's pan tomata.
Pan tomata.
Yes.
Okay.
I have a very big bread.
Oh, bring it on over here.
And aquí
Oh, that's beautiful, that bread.
it's made with an oven, wooden, with fire.
Oh, you mean a wood-burning oven. That's what we call it. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And now I cut the bread. Normally, this bread is possible to make pan tomata and toasted or not toasted.
Okay.
I like it not toasted.
Okay. And then I understand you have a very special kind of tomato.
Yes, this tomato.
Oh, show me. So this is a totally different kind of tomato.
This tomato
Wow.
is the tomata de penjar,
Which means
holden tomato.
hold on tomato?
Yes,
Because it's holding on for dear life, is that it?
because this tomato is
Plucked or
Yes.
harvested, yeah.
in August, September, and just the next year, it's possible to eat this tomato.
So these are fresh tomatoes,
Yes.
but they don't go bad and they keep for months. Wow.
I put here. How? And then I put in the bread.
Oh, you just rub it on?
Yes,
That's it?
it's very, very easy that.
That is easy.
And it's very, very good.
Okay.
Then I take salt, a little salt, and olive oil.
Olive oil. I don't think we've
Another
had enough
time.
today. Wow.
And I cut
That's it?
pan tomata. It's okay.
Okay.
Taste.
Should I taste it?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. Wow. Oh my God. Mm. That is so good.
It's very, very simple, but it's very good with tapas.
Wow, I gotta have another bite. Do you think our potatoes are ready?
Yes.
So here are your beautiful eggs.
Yes. That here.
Okay. Is that good? All right, so,
I need another pan.
okay. Oh, is that because this is your omelet pan?
Yes.
For eggs so it doesn't stick?
Only for eggs.
Only for eggs?
Omelets and eggs.
Okay.
If you like, put
Just put the eggs in?
yes inside.
Okay. Again, with those. Oh, look at that yolk. Wow.
Oil.
Well,
It's very yellow.
it is very yellow. Okay.
Now I added potatoes.
Oh, wow. You don't even beat up the eggs first.
No, I beat when all is inside.
And it doesn't matter that the potatoes are hot? They will not cook the eggs?
No,
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 not a
no, because
problem?
it's very, very quickly. And salt,
Is that good?
I think it's correct. The pan is very, very hot.
Jama has a unique way of cooking the omelet evenly.
Turn,
Oh, wow.
see?
Uh-huh.
And
Amazing. So pretty. And how do you know when it's ready?
well, if it's dry inside.
Okay. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. We'll make it perfect. Wow. Wow! Voila!
The ancient Catalonian town of Madremanya is pretty spectacular. The view, the food, the wisteria. Could there be a more beautiful place to enjoy our all-tapas meal?
It's very good.
The Spanish say, eat a big breakfast, a light lunch, and a lighter dinner, and you will live a long life. As long as I can have these delicious tapas for dinner, I'll live forever.
Salud.
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 So, I have to ask you, do you really sit here with me? This next dish is really going to impress you. I had it the first time several years ago when I was on a French riverboat cruise, and the chef happened to be a German chef. And he made it one night, it's sunset, to go with some wine. I was so blown away because there's only 3 ingredients in this hors d'oeuvre. It is onion, bacon, and cheese, served on a very thin crust. So I've got about 6 ounces of bacon here that I'm cutting into 1/4-inch slices. I've got a medium-low pan preheated, and I'm going to add them to the pan and cook them till they're just barely golden. Everything in this recipe is ultimately going to go into a 500-degree oven. So we want to make sure not to slightly undercook it because it's going to brown in that oven later on. I'm going to transfer this bacon, now that it's perfect, to paper towels to drain a bit. I'm just going to let them drain. Now I'm going to pour off all but 2 tablespoons of the bacon fat. Okay, let me get the onions in. Here we go. 4 cups of onions. You want them paper thin. Now you are going to be absolutely astonished when we are done about how far they go down. We're going to cook these onions covered for about 10 minutes. Time for the topping. Let me start with my egg. I just want the yolk. Okay, that's going to go in there. Boom. Let me just break it up a tiny bit. It's amazing how simple this recipe is. We're using a whole 8 ounces of creme fraiche. Use creme fraiche. Don't use sour cream, don't use yogurt. I'll tell you why. Neither one of those items, dairy items, has a high enough butter fat content to hold up in a 500-degree oven. And now we're going to add a little bit of nutmeg, a little bit of salt and pepper, and that is it for this topping. Now, everything I'm making is good for 3 pizzas. We're just going to make 1 because it's snacks. Let me check my onions. Oh, yes, those look wonderful. They're translucent, meaning they look clear. And I'm just going to keep cooking them on medium-low, really medium-low, for about another 20-30 minutes. We're looking for a golden color. And if you don't cook them low and slow, you aren't going to get that flavor. Okay, so while these are getting brown, I'm going to go over and look at a book. I think those onions are ready because they got very quiet. Whenever you're cooking, you should use all your senses, and one of them is sound. Look at those, my God. That is absolutely perfect. Next, for the pizza dough, I'm going to do this trick that I learned from my Sicilian makeup lady many years ago. Oil the board, oil the rolling pin, and that way the dough will stick to the board and you won't have to chase it around as you do when you do it with flour. You can either make your own pizza dough or you can buy store-bought. So you'll need about a half a pound per pizza. I want this pizza to be about 1/8 of an inch thick and vaguely a rectangle. The shape really doesn't matter. So one last round, and then I'm going to transfer it to parchment, and then we're going to need to roll it out again because it's going to shrink as I transfer it. So then I'm going to roll it out again. All right, I'm going to move this over and top it. I'm going to spread about 1/3 of this creme fraiche mixture. Next, we're going to put on 1/3 of our gorgeous caramelized onions. Let's get our onions down here, the star of the show. So I'm going to just sort of drop this as I can. Isn't that beautiful? It's like, it looks like golden hair. All those thin strands. You just want to make sure that every bite has some onion in it. Just like anytime I eat, I want everything to be in that bite that I have. I'm going to spread about 1/3 of the bacon. I've got 4 ounces of Gruyere cheese. I've preheated my oven to 500 degrees, which takes about a half an hour. We're going to pop this in the oven. Oh yes, oh my goodness, wow. I'm gonna check one thing that's very important, how the crust looks underneath. Let me see, yeah, looks nice and brown. Now, I'm gonna cut it. Oh, wonderful crispy crust. Oh, fun times, yes. Of course, I would love this with a really lovely chilled wine, but I could see this with beer. And that was really pretty simple. Don't you think this would be the most delicious snack for dinner? Woof! My Alsatian onion pie. A segment we call Ask Sara gives me an opportunity to answer your questions, which I really love doing. So today we have a wonderful person, Kathy Rowe from Fayetteville, New York. Kathy, I understand you have quite a spice collection. What's your question?
I do. I have a lot of spices. I have big ones, bags, some that aren't labeled. I'm not even sure what's going on anymore, in jars. So my question to you is, what is the shelf life? Where should I store them? Basically, and how long can I keep them for?
Well, Kathy, you are out of control. That's quite clear. We have to do a little intervention here. I've got quite a few tips that will help you, but let's start with how you buy them. Buy less, buy smaller amounts, both so you go through them more quickly, but also those large jars tend to be sort of stale to begin with. They're just too large. Dried spices will keep for a year. Whole spices will keep for 2 years. Now, it's not like they're going to kill you after that. You're not going to keel over, but you're just going to need to use more. Ground versus whole. Ground spices are great in a pinch, but if you have the option, like cumin, which you can get both whole and ground, there's a few things you can do to make it even more exciting if you have the time, and you sound like a serious cook. So this one's for you. Here I've got some cumin that I put in a dry pan, no oil, and I just toasted it over, say medium heat, until the color changed and it started to smell. And even better is to then grind it up. So then you grind it up in a spice grinder and you won't believe, oh, it's so aromatic, so wonderful. So now let's talk about storing. I see all your bags and you have them all over the place, right?
It's all over. It's bad.
Okay, so I would go with glass. Also try to get the same size jars if you can. Cool, dark place. And ready for this dorky hint, and this really is going to change your life. Alphabetize them.
That's a really great idea.
It was so much fun to talk to you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And I hope you all will reach out to me via the website for Ask Sara. And who knows, maybe you, like Kathy here, will come on and talk with me on the show.
The Istanbul Spice Bazaar is so much more than spices. It's overwhelming. Luckily, I had local food writer Aylan Onetan to show me around, starting at a Turkish cheese store.
You have to taste this. This is something very interesting. It's sheep's milk cheese preserved in goat skin. It has a very satisfying mouthfeel. It's tangy, but it's still buttery and creamy. So it's very satisfying, I find.
Wow. That's amazing. That looks like butter.
This is the quintessential Turkish cheese in, in every table. This is beyaz peynir, which means white cheese.
White cheese. That makes sense. Wow, these are all so
Well, it's
flavorful.
all over the Balkans. The Greek feta is the same, the Balkan white cheese is the same. So we are talking about the cheese of the Balkans. This string cheese is really...
That's a really good one.
Yeah, this is very, you have to taste it. It's very dolce, very sweet compared to the other one.
I should say so.
I was happy to bring that string cheese across the river when I visited Istanbul TV chef Refika Birgul. We used it in an easy mushroom and cheese dip, part of a magical rooftop dinner party.
Now we're going to make a string cheese with mushrooms to dip.
Okay.
And here you can taste it.
You know, we have string cheese in the United States. Somehow I'm feeling that it's not quite the same.
It's more milky
Yeah,
and it's very
I
nice. It can be, I think it's.
Ours is rubbery compared to this.
I think this cheese should be as popular as mozzarella in the world.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah.
It's tangy,
Yeah.
your version.
Yeah.
Okay, so this just goes on.
Yeah, it just directly goes on. Now I'm going to mix it with 10 mushrooms. I've cut them like this.
By the way, I'm going to add the thyme, a couple sprigs of thyme to this too.
Shall we do it together or?
Yeah, we
shall-
should do it together. Wow, that is so unique. That is wow.
Thank you very much. This is garlic with a bit of salt.
Okay.
I'm going to put 3 tablespoons of olive oil so that the taste of the garlic goes to the olive oil. And I'm going to spread it around with my hands. And I'm going to take a pepper and I'm going to mix it with my hands.
Okay.
This looks like nothing, but it's going to be adorable.
Yeah, it looks like noodles.
And we are going to directly put it in the oven.
Okay.
Mushrooms and cheese dip.
For a traditional Turkish feast.
But what's a feast without friends?
Hey!
Good news, we've got that too.
Spread do we have?
Yay! Opa! This is the Sara size.
Oh goodness, what
The
am I,
bigger one.
big?
Okay.
What is our drink today?
This is tangerine. It's like lemonade, but with some tangerines.
This is delicious, yeah. Okay, what's the toast?
Şerefe.
From Istanbul to Spain and France, there's a world of snacks out there. Why not have them for dinner? Even Mom would approve. I'm Sara Moulton. Thanks for joining me.